Welcome back, students. Today we are going to start the second part of chapter 2, the phrase and the clauses. In the prior video, we discussed about the difference between a phrase and clause. We learned about what a phrase is, what a clause is, and then we learned the difference between phrase, clause, and sentence. And in today's class, we move forward to differentiate between the different kinds of clauses and different kinds of phrases. Today, at first, we will know what is the difference between a noun phrase and a noun clause. Okay? At first, let us read the sentences. See, I expect to get a cash prize. I expect that I will get a cash prize. I have two sentences which means the same, but there is a difference between both of them. What is the difference? One of them is a noun phrase and another is noun clause. So before going into the description of them, first let us see what is a noun phrase and what is a noun clause. In a sentence, a group of words, a phrase which does the work of a noun is known as noun phrase, and the group of words, a clause which does the work of a noun is known as noun clause. So in the first sentence, I expect to get a prize. I is the subject, expect is the verb, to get a cash prize is my phrase. The phrase does not contain a subject and a predicate of its own, and that is why it is known as a phrase. In the sentence, the phrase does the work of a noun. Since it is the object of the verb expect, it is called a noun phrase. Means the group of words, the phrase is working as a noun, is doing the work of a noun. It is the object of the verb expect, and so it is known as noun phrase. Now the second sentence, I expect that I will get a cash prize. In the second sentence, that I will get a cash prize contains a subject I and a predicate will get a cash prize. It is therefore a clause. A clause, what I had said earlier in the earlier video, that a clause has its own subject and own predicate but does not have a complete sense. This clause is the object of the verb expect, and so does the work of a noun, and thus is known as a noun clause. So a noun clause is a group of words which contain a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of a noun. Okay? Now next come to adjective phrase. Read the sentences first. The book with beautiful photos is mine. And the second sentence, the book which has beautiful photos is mine. See, the book with beautiful photos is mine. The book which has beautiful photos is mine. Both of the sentences is working as an adjective, as an adjective in them. Beautiful. What is an adjective? An adjective is a word which describes a noun. Which describes a noun. So, in the first sentence, the book with beautiful photos is mine. The beautiful photos is describing my book. Is describing the book. So, see in the first sentence, the first group of words with beautiful photo describes what sort of book is mine. That it qualifies the noun book. It qualifies, it describes the noun book, and the book does the work of an adjective, and thus it is working as an adjective, and it is called an adjective phrase. It's called an adjective phrase. In the second group of words which has beautiful photos also describes what sort of book is mine. Okay, and does the work of an adjective, but it also does the work of an adjective, but in the second group of words, it contains the subject which and a predicate has beautiful photos, and thus it is known as a clause. Thus, the entire thing becomes a adjective clause. So, our definition is an adjective clause is a group of words which contains a subject and a predicate of its own and does the work of an adjective. Okay. So, next let's come to adverb phrase and adverb clause. Let us read the fruit sentences first. She sang at sunset. She sang when evening came. Okay. So before going to adverb phrase and adverb clause, let us first see what an adverb is. An adverb is a word that modifies my verb, adjective or an adverb. So see, she sang at sunset. When? Sunset. She sang when evening came. When evening came. So at sunset is the phrase working as an adverb, thus becomes my adverb phrase, and when becoming phrase is a clause. When evening came is a clause and working as an adverb becomes my adverb clause. Okay. So we will be continuing it in the next class. Till now, just revise the portion that what is a noun clause and noun phrase, what is adjective clause and adjective phrase, what is adverb clause and adverb phrase. Till then, stay safe, stay at home.